What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again for another episode of Franchise Mode. So today, we're here, we're at the playoffs, and it's time to get the playoffs started. So we were the finished third in the Central. Um, it's not very high in the West because the divisions were unbalanced. The Pacific was pretty good, and the Central was not. And to show you how bad the Central was, the Kings, who are the first wild card, are better than the top ranked in my division, Colorado Avalanche. So it's going to be a very interesting playoffs. So yeah, in the first round, we went over this last time. We've seen who's playing who, and now we are going to get this started. The way we're going to do this is we're going to simulate the games, just normally. If it goes into overtime, we'll hop in and watch it. Depending on how many long these games go, or depending on how long we last, is pretty much how long this video is going to last for. So let's get right into this. So let's look at our lines first before we do anything. So we have this going. We have Keller, Hayden, Schmaltz, Palat, Wright, who went up to 80. Gunther, Perron, Taze, and Podkolzin. Really like him on the third line. He should hopefully only be getting better. And you have Derek Ryan, Nicholas Waugh, and Max Domi. Of these players who are gone next year, probably maybe Perron, probably Derek Ryan, maybe Domi, probably. And on defense, Ghost is probably going to be gone, and Timmins, if he doesn't become worth the extension he wants, then I'm not even going to try. And then in goal, we still have Sorokin and Nedeljkovic. If Nedeljkovic is playing game one, there's going to be some issues because Sorokin was just fantastic during the season. Scratch, we have McBain and Jenik. Their overalls hopefully will go up. They didn't have two bad seasons. They might be coming in to replace Derek Ryan and Domi next year, for all I know. But then again, McBain doesn't fit well, so he might be moved on from. There's also a chance that we have to just look at just people we need to get rid of via trade, like Jack Johnson, Hagelin, Nosek. Well, they're all UFAs except Jack Johnson, who I might just leave down in the minors as well because he can be a good influence. But anyway, let's get right into this. Game 1 against St. Louis, against the second seed in the Central. And let's see if we can do something unprecedented and go on a run here. Okay, first period. Podkolzin and Palat on the power play score to make it 2-0, but Kostin on Sorokin makes it 2-1. Tyler Ennis scores on Sorokin to tie the game. Arizona Coyotes win Game 1 in St. Louis. Matthias Janmark scores on Sorokin to make it 3-2 for St. Louis, but Nick Schmaltz and Soderstrom make the game in favor of the Coyotes, and we win Game 1 4-3. Fantastic. Jonathan Taze with 2 assists in Game 1. That's the playoff leadership we wanted to see out of him. Maybe we'll bring him back if he has a good playoff and his overall goes up a little bit. Maybe do a 1-year deal, as he is like 34 or 35 in this. Anyway, Game 2 also in St. Louis on a back-to-back. Game 1, first period. Tarasenko makes it 1-0. Tarasenko scores to make it 2-0. Shane Wright makes it 2-1, but Tyler Ennis again makes it 3-1. Arizona ties it. Klingberg and Keller get past Binnington, and we are going to jump into this game, into overtime, and we are going to see how this goes. That's not what I want. CPU versus CPU. Yeah, I use 2 controllers when I do this. It's a mic issue. But, okay, so Shane Wright's our only X Factor, really? Huh, I didn't know that. Alright, we have the Coyotes white uniform, the Blues blue uniform. I don't think these teams have ever met in a playoff series. Yeah, 3-minute superstar. Let's see if this game goes the distance. I did not expect to be getting an overtime this early, but I'm willing to have it happen, as we're probably going to do the off-season in the next episode. And that's probably just how it's going to be, because it'd be what it'd be. Alright. We're loading into the game. Their offense is 93 overall. It's pretty good, but their goaltending is 79. Wait a minute. It's a bit of an issue here. We just not in broadcast mode. I can't commentate it if it's not in broadcast mode. Audio and visual settings. I always do this for when I'm doing this. Dynamic medium. Broadcast or true broadcast. I like to put it in broadcast. Or out shooting us pretty good. There we go. So Buchnevich takes it off the draw, dumps it in behind Sorokin. Chychrun picks it up behind there, gets hit hard by Tarasenko, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. Tarasenko's going to get one for, I believe that's either elbowing or elbowing? I believe. Yes, it's elbowing. Tarasenko clearly not happy with the call, but it is what it is, and the Coyotes are going to have a chance to go up 2-0 with 2 wins in St. Louis. Power play is 1 for 3 on the night. Here we have our first unit out here, Wright, Gunther, and Keller, along with Chychrun on the point with Perron. Let's see if they can get this. A good block on the dump. Keller brings it in. Parayko has it. Gets up to O'Reilly, who's pretty good shorthanded. Gets hit off it. Klingberg takes it over to Wright. Wright over to Keller. Brings it up the middle of the ice. He's kind of by himself, but takes it in. Gives it off to Gostisbehere, over to Gunther, and saved by Binnington. He's going to hold it. All right. Have the second unit out there now. Tays, Hayden, and Palat. Tays wins the draw back over to Chychrun. Over to Tays. Jonathan Tays! From a pass from Hayden. Scores the goal. And the deadline acquisition of Jonathan Tays proving substantial, as Jonathan Tays gives this team a 2-0 series lead. What a goal on the one-timer. Chychrun to Hayden to Tays, as he's proving his worth here in the playoffs. What number is he even wearing? Tays is wearing 20. Who's number 19 on our team? I don't know. How funny. Look, some highlights there, and that's the goal. Perron got it, or I think it was Perron that got. I couldn't tell who got that over. But after a game that they pretty much controlled most of the game. They had 14 penalties. We had 7 power plays in this game. Wow. Game stats. Shane Wright with a goal and an assist. Fantastic. Well, that was a pretty quick win in Game 2. We go up 2-0 on the St. Louis Blues. They did lose more than half their games during the regular season. I'm expecting a pushback from them in Game 3. I would not be surprised if they won Game 3. But we're going home to Arizona. We did have a better road record during the season, but let's see if we can get a sweep here. Shane Wright with 4 points in 2 games. Edmonton and Colorado have 3-0 leads on their series. Calgary up 2-0. We're up 2-0. Detroit up 3-0. Boston and Ottawa tied. Pittsburgh up 2-0. Capitals beating Washington 2-1. All right, Game 3 in Arizona. Okay, first period, no score. Second period, no score. Third period, Braden Shen scores, and the St. Louis Blues win Game 3 by a score of 1-0. Binnington backing them to a shutout. As St. Louis now has life in the series. Game 4 in Arizona. First period. Robert Thomas on the power play, but Dylan Gunther responds, and then Pavel Buchnevich makes it 2-1. Second period. No scoring. Third period. No score. St. Louis takes both games in Arizona, as home ice advantage clearly is not favoring a team here. And Colorado completes the sweep of LA with a 5-0 win, asserting their dominance there. Vegas is forced a Game 6 in their series. Vancouver forcing a Game 5. Detroit beats Columbus in 5. Well, the series are tied up. Capitals are up 3-2 on Toronto. Now, Game 5 we have in St. Louis. First period. Shane Wright scores, but then Jordan Kyrou responds, but Clayton Keller with his first... Actually, no, it's not his first. He scored in Game 2, I think it was. But getting on the board, no less. And we're up 2-1 after the first. And in the second period, no score. In the third period, we're being killed 29-14 shots. In the third period, Sorokin, can you steal this one? Torrey Krug on the power play gets it past Sorokin. And we are going to overtime for the second time in this series. Will Tays be the winner again? Or will St. Louis take a 3? Or will someone else be the hero? Will St. Louis come back from 2-0 down to win the series? Or will they just take the lead in the series 3-2? We shall find out. Shane Wright's having a pretty good series. I think he's now got 6 points, 7 points in this is 5 games, so gonna be looking for a big game from him as well. And the computers play each other, makes it so that it's fair. Here we have the first lines. Hayden and O'Reilly to take the draw. Hayden wins the draw back to Chychrun. Chychrun over to Keller. Keller takes it. Gets blocked pass, but he keeps control. Over to Hayden. Hayden tries to get it through, but Buchnevich takes it from him. Hayden has holding something against the wall. Hayden and O'Reilly battling for the puck. O'Reilly takes the puck. Gets it over to Buchnevich, who cross-ice pass to Tarasenko. Tarasenko gets hit. Hayden takes control of it. Gets hit by O'Reilly, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty for boarding, as O'Reilly takes a penalty for boarding Hayden. And the Hawks, not the Hawks, I'm thinking of Tays now. The Coyotes have a chance now on the power play to make some noise and to regain control of the series lead. Sorry if I'm stopped talking for a few seconds. Water is necessary for me to speak. Now Wright takes the draw with Kyrou. Wright wins it back over to Perron. Saved. Wright saved. Gunther had a chance there. That was saved. And then Wright has a chance saved. Wright in the top 10 plus minuses. Okay, Wright on the draw again, facing off against Costin. Costin wins it back to Manson. Josh Manson, a member of the Blues here, and he dumps it out. Now Perron takes it behind the net, goes past Sorokin, gets it over to, I believe that's Gunther. Gunther gets held by Costin. Costin takes control, but Perron regains control. Perron takes it into the zone, gets it hit away from him, but Wright picks it up, over to Keller, over to Perron. Perron shoots, it's blocked. Gunther, over the, who is that, Wright, misses the net. Parayko gets it out, and he dumps it down. And there are still a minute and a half left on this power play. Perron once again behind the net, over to Keller. It's a one-on-one with him and Parayko. Keller shoots, saved by Binnington. Gunther now takes it. Gunther, block shot, Wright, over to Chychrun, deflected, blocked, Wright, over to Keller, over to Chychrun, saved by Binnington. That Coyotes having a good power play and able to pressure, but Binnington is not letting this one up as easy as he did in the second game of the series. Now, Jonathan Tays, the winner of Game 2 to take the draw, loses it to Barbashev. Krug takes it and dumps it out. Minute left to go on the Arizona power play. Now Chychrun takes it from behind the net. Over to Perron. Gets it over to Palat. Palat to Tays. Tays shoots, it's saved. Hayden over to Tays. Over to Palat. He scores! Palat with the game winner from Tays at 16:20, which would be about 3 minutes and 40 seconds into the first overtime. And there it is. The Coyotes have, every single time the road team has won, and a 3-2 series lead to the Coyotes. Fantastic. Hayden to Tays to Palat on the one-timer in the same exact way Tays scored in Game 2. Big win for the Coyotes as they look to win their first series since 2020 and their first actual series since 2012. The Blues are a proven competitor. They've won a cup in the past 5 years. They won it in 2019, so they still have majority of their players from that run, including their heroic goaltender, and the Conn Smythe winner, so they know what it takes to win. But Palat, that's why we brought him in free agency, and he is giving us a 3-2 series lead. Now Game 6 is a back-to-back in Arizona. If we win this series, I believe we go up against the Colorado Avalanche, who just swept LA, who was better than them. So it's going to be an interesting series whichever team wins this, because St. Louis then will have played Colorado several years in a row. Looking down here, Capitals and Toronto, Game 7. Will Toronto finally exercise their demons? Probably not, but Edmonton gets the better of Vegas, and Vancouver forces a Game 6. Ottawa takes a 3-2 series lead. Devils have a 3-2 series lead. And, alright. Okay, here we go. Game 6 in Arizona. Okay, first period. Ryan O'Reilly on the power play, and then Shane Gostisbehere scores on the power play. Second period, no score. Third period, St. Louis wins the game. Robert Thomas scores on the power play, but then Barrett Hayden on the power play, and then Dylan Guenther restores the lead for Arizona and make it 3-2. But in the final 3 minutes of the game, it's Costin and O'Reilly. That's 34 seconds apart to give St. Louis the win, and the series goes back to St. Louis. It's 7 games, and the road team has won all 6. Right, however, pretty good series, 7 points in 6 games. Now, the biggest game in recent Arizona Coyotes history. Calgary finishes off Vancouver. Capitals beat the Maple Leafs in 7. Ottawa beats Boston, and the Devils and Penguins are also going 7. Here we go. Game 7. First period. Clayton Keller gets on the board first, but Buchnevich responds to make it 1-1 over a minute later. Second period. Robert Thomas scores on Ilya Sorokin. It's going to take a lot. The St. Louis is dominating the shot category. This could be the last period of our season. And it is. Robert Thomas and then O'Reilly scores shorthanded to get the empty netter, as the Arizona Coyotes are eliminated after holding a 2-0 and 3-2 lead. And you couldn't win at home. They didn't win one game at home. Penguins beat the Devils in 7. All that given up at the deadline. I mean, the deadline acquisitions weren't even wasteful. Let's look at the points. Players. Sorry about that. So Wright in 7 games, 7 points, Palat 6, Tays 6, Klingberg 5, Keller 3. 3 of those are all goals. Guenther 3, Gostisbehere 3, Schmaltz 3, Chychrun 3, Hayden 2, Perron 2, Soderstrom 1, Podkolzin 1, Timmins 1, and the fourth line didn't do anything. I'm not mad at them. Goalies. Sorokin 3 and 4 with a .920 save percentage. Sounds about right. How about the minors? Coronar's 2 and 3, the 918. Coronar, you're gone. Just get out. I assume that they've been eliminated as well. Yep. Nate Smith had 5 assists in 5 games. Alright, let's simulate to the end of the playoffs. Colorado sweeps St. Louis. So they are an 8-game winning streak. It was Minnesota that won the cup last year, wasn't it? I can remember now. It was Minnesota that won the cup last year. Now that I actually remember it from before, because I know I forgot it. Oh, we have a Pittsburgh-Washington series once again. Let's see who wins that one. Edmonton up 3-1 against Calgary, and just like in real time, except Calgary forces a Game 6 in this timeline. Penguins up 3-2. Edmonton forces Game 7. Penguins win the series in 6, and the Red Wings beat the Ottawa Senators, who were up 2-0 in 6. Conference final, Colorado and Edmonton, which was this year's conference final, and then Pittsburgh and Detroit. It's just like 2008, 2009 when they were in the final against each other. Colorado loses their first game. Edmonton up 2-1. Penguins up 3-0. Edmonton up 3-1. Pittsburgh sweeps. Colorado wins game 6, games 5 and 6. Game 7, Edmonton wins. Edmonton and Pittsburgh in the final. Game 1 to Edmonton. Game 2 to Edmonton. Game 3 to Edmonton. Okay. Game 4 to Edmonton, and the Henderson Silver Knights win the Calder Cup. Alright. Let's go to this new salary cap is $90.5 million. Wow. Perfect. That should be more than enough to get what we want done. Alright, let's look at the awards. So yeah, Minnesota won it last year. Edmonton wins it this year. Washington wins the President's Trophy this year, just like old times. Edmonton wins the Clarence Campbell. Pittsburgh wins the Prince of Wales. Montreal made the final last year. I forgot about that. Individual. Draisaitl with the Art Ross. Backstrom with the Hart. Carlson with the Norris. Pasternak with the Lady Byng. Eklund wins the Calder. Wright was snubbed. Draisaitl wins the Conn Smythe. Fleury wins the Vezina. Fleury wins the Jennings. Pietrangelo wins the Masterton. He wins the Jack Adams. O'Reilly wins the Selke, of course. It's always Bergeron and O'Reilly. Backstrom wins the Ted Lindsay Award. And the Maurice Richard to Ovechkin for God knows how many times. But no awards for our guys. But let's simulate to the draft. Maybe we'll go through the draft and then... Or, I actually have an idea. Maybe we'll do the draft. Maybe that's what we'll go to. If the team wants to trade the first overall pick, because I know Bedard's the first pick, I will gladly take Bedard if they're offering him. Wouldn't that be something if I got Bedard as well? Just trade up to get him. I don't want to trade anything ridiculous. No, see, getting the second overall pick was ridiculous, so I'm not even going to do that. Let's see who's retiring. Chicago jumps from 10th to 2nd via Tampa Bay. That's part of the Brandon Hagel trade. But in real life, those picks are top 10 protected. So that'd really still be Tampa's pick. But they don't have that. So Chicago picks twice in the top 10. Montreal was in the final and then fell awfully. Just like in real life. Look at retirement. Patrick Marleau finally retires. Corey Perry, Louis Erickson, Andrew Ladd, Tyler Bozak, Brandon Dubinsky, who I didn't even know was still in the league. Andrew Cogliano retires. Brian Boyle, Jason Demers, Cody Franzen, Nathan Gerby, Matt Martin, Jay Beagle, Jory Laterra, Yannick Weber. Don't know who that is. Yeah, I think we're getting to the places that, yeah. Let's look at goalies. Are there any goalies who retired? Ben Bishop. Alright. Hey, do we have any retirees? No. Bunch of scouts now. Yeah, don't care about that. To the draft. Edit trade block, I guess. Maybe trade the rights. I'm not getting rid of Nedeljkovic, okay? I don't care. I'm not trading Gauthier either. I'll trade the rights to Ghost. That's a thing. So rights now in 8. He's only in 84, really? Gunther in 82. Gauthier is going to get his entry-level contract this year. Gierchuk only up to 74. Chikrin down to 87. Hayden up to 82. Kazumaki up to 70. Podkolzin, I don't remember if he was 82. Domi, I'm thinking about trading for sure. Janik went up to 80. McBain still at a 79. I think it's time to move on from him. Kirk up to 79. He can fill right in the spot that McBain decided to stop. Years left. That's also very important. Derek Ryan, you're a UFA at the end of the year. Dyson Mayo, you're 76. Yeah, you're probably gone. Ghost, your year's up. Carcone. Taze went up to 86. I kind of want to keep him around just for depth. His 10.5 mil deal's coming off. Hagelin, he's going to be gone. Sayarvi's going to come into the lineup this year. Jack Johnson I'll keep in the minors. Yeah, I think that's all for now. Let's do the draft. I only have 3 picks in this draft, so it's fine. But you know what? We got some playoff experience in our boys, so that's what's important. Yo, I'll give the Hawks the first round pick. I'll trade for the first round and give it to Chicago. I don't care. Yeah, no. How much would it take to get Berdard? I don't even want to try. They don't even want this year's first. They just want later round picks. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother. Who wants Jets are interested in trading? I don't care. I'm just going to sim to my pick 19. Alright, let's look. Any X Factors left or any guys I have? Carlson, who's a center. Just killed a bug with my bare hand. Elite two-way forward, Nathan Danielson. It's only 3 bars. That could be a fake sense of security. Might take Danielson. Top 9 forward. Yeah, I feel like Danielson's the best option here. We'll take him. 68 overall, top 6 forward. Not bad. Sim to pick 69. Nice. Alright. This guy's just completely unknown. Top 6D. Donovan McCoy, sure. 59, yeah, he's probably never playing a game for us. 213. You know, you have 1 bar elite, why not? Bottom 6 forward, medium potential. Alright, sim draft. Those are our 3 picks. And, yeah, those are all. I'm fine with those 3 picks. Only one of them might make the NHL, so. Alright. Wait, start. Okay, for a second, I was like, start draft. I was like, can we glitch it? Coaches with expiring contracts. I guess I'll do that. I'll give you whatever. Well, money, I'll give you money. I have unlimited money. Goalie coach. Most highly paid. Wait, he's gonna become assistant coach. I didn't even realize it. My bad. Scouts. I'm gonna have to re-sign a bunch of you, and then I'll possibly fire you if you just don't do my will. Oh, there's only 3 more. All right, perfect. I can always fire them, so that's perfectly fine. There we go. All right, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.